I'd like you to turn left to a heading of 210. To do that, once you move the heading bug, rotate it to 210. You can press it. Go press it, and then to the left. There we go. And we'll level off here for now, just over the nose. Two one zero, and then go
okay. And then I'm going to turn left on that guy.
All right. Okay, and then when you're ready, I'd like you to slow down to 50 knots, get full flaps in. We're going to slow the plane down for a bit.
Okay, you want to do slow flight?
Yeah,
okay.
Slow the plane down, get all the flaps in, and we want to get it about 50 knots. Try not to lose any altitude in the process.
Okay. So, let me see, I'm just going to use the heading bug right
Okay,
there.
that sounds good.
Okay, I'm going to bring it down to 1,800. I'm going to bring down the first 10 degree.
As we slow down,
I need to pitch up.
That's right.
I don't lose any altitude here.
That's right. You have to increase the angle of attack on the wing through pitch.
Then I'm going to bring the rest. See, I'm below 82, so I'm going to bring it all the way down.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring power back on.
Okay.
Here we go.
Pitch up. Pitch controls airspeed, power controls altitude. You're going to pitch for the airspeed you want. Going faster, you want to pitch up. If you're losing altitude, you add power. And the last thing you didn't worry about is right rudder.
Okay. I'm not heading the right way.
Okay.
I'm heading a little bit left.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn a little bit.
You can, yeah, you can correct.
That was tough.
That's why we do it. You know, the more you do it, the more better you get at it. Okay, let's return back to normal flight.
Okay, so I'm going to put full power back in. And more right rudder in here. And I'm going to bring my first 10. Get up my speed. And I'm going to bring another 10. And then I'm going to bring everything up.
All right. Just be sure to look out the front of the window because you can see that you're in a nose down. Okay, let's climb up to 4,500.
4,500.
We'll get to our altitude. This will be the altitude we'll do our steep turns at 4,500. As we're climbing, we can just do a gradual 360. That'll be our clearing turn.
Okay. I'm going to do a gradual 360.
Yeah, very gradual. When you're doing a clearing turn, you're actually looking at the other side of the airplane, the wing that's up.
Okay.
Okay. Because that's the area you can clear. We'll clear, make sure there's no planes out there. And As we're going this, just to get a sense as to how much bank it is, go ahead and bank over to 45 degrees as we're climbing here. All the way over to 45.
30.
That's 30. And look out the front of the window as we're doing this.
Holy cow, that is scary.
Alright. Now you feel the G's you're going to feel. That's what I mean by the G's. Just that little press into the seat. This is actually close to a steep turn. So that's the bank you're going to use. Okay. Now you can shallow it out. I'll continue climbing on up. Believe me, one thing to remember is the plane will not tip over. It won't tip over on you.
It's a new sensation, so that's why
I know. All right, let's try 40. Just gradually turn to the right. We'll see what 45 degrees feels like on this side.
Okay, here goes.
That's right. Okay, you can level it back out a little bit. Just to give you a little taste.
I actually pulled out a little bit of the power.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that I was slowly pulling it out.
All right, let's go turn down to the left, point down the coast. All right, and then once we get to 4,500, what I'd like you to do is we'll bring the power back to about 2,200, and we'll trim it for level flight. Yeah, let's see, we'll just aim for the mountains out in the distance. We'll use those as our visual reference point, one of those peaks out there. Just pick one. That's what we'll line up with, one of those peaks out in the distance. And we'll stay right about here. Okay. Whenever you're ready. Okay, level out. Line up with something.
I'm gonna just, yeah, those two peaks right with each other. I'm gonna line up with that guy.
All right, now bring your power back to 2,200, and we're just gonna trim it level flight, so you can just take your hands off the wheel once you get it trimmed right, and the plane will maintain altitude. All right, a little bit more trim. See the nose is dropping. Yeah, you want to make sure it's a little bit more. So the nose is coming down a little bit. Right about there. Let's see. How's that? All right, now add a little power. We're at about 2,200, so you probably have to adjust it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, and...
A bit more?
Yeah, that's about right. Okay.
We just line up back?
Yeah, you can. And once you have it lined up, go and press the heading bug knob. That'll center your heading bug.
Okay.
Just press that.
Yep.
Okay, so this is our setup. All right, now, what we're going to do, we're going to start with the turn to the left, okay? And we're going to gradually go into the turn, and your hand is going to be on the throttle, because as we go into the turn, when I tell you to, we're going to increase power, and we're going to increase back pressure. And I emphasize now, as we go into this turn, okay, let's see. Yeah, it's the horizon is going to cut through here somewhere, not over here, but over here.
Okay.
So let's give it a try. So let's just now slowly go into the turn, a little left rudder, not much, okay? And now we pull back on the yoke a little bit. Now add some power, throw in the power, add some more. All right, let's go a little bit more, go ahead, add some power, a lot of it, right there. Now, look at your bank. We're about 45 degrees right now. So look at the outside of the airplane, look out the front, and right now we're perfectly level.
Okay.
All right, so that's where the horizon should cut through.
Okay.
Right there, if you hold that picture, this is your steep turn.
Okay.
More or less. Just, you have to pull back a little bit to get that back pressure. Right, now, reduce power just a little bit. We put a little bit more than we needed.
And we're holding.
Okay, and then we roll out. Roll level, push forward a little bit, and reduce the power. Back to 2200. Right? Alright, we'll try that one more time now. So when you increase power, you're going to increase it by a fair amount, up to about, I would say about 2500. That time we were about 26. That's a little bit more than we needed. But that's really all you need to do. Okay? So let's try one more time. So we're going to go into the turn, go left, right, add some power, pressure, and begin to add some back pressure. All right, pull back, and get to that 45-degree bank, and then level, and pull back a little bit, okay? A little bit more power. A little bit more power. All right, look out the front. Now just freeze that picture right there. Pull back some more. All right, you want to feel that little press into the seat. This is exactly what you want. This is a perfect 45-degree steep turn right here. This is what you're shooting for. Pretty constant altitude, and then when we see our rollout point come into view, that's when you start to roll out. So right about here, start to roll out, reduce your power, and level the wings and push forward a little bit. All right, not bad. We lost a little bit of altitude there, but this is something, we're just introducing this like all these things. You'll get better at these as you do them more. All right, let's go back up to 4,500. Add some power. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, and we'll do the once you're ready, you'll bring it back to 2200, trim it, make sure it's all good. Just take your time, get it set up. We'll start at 4400. I'm going to put the altitude bug right there to remind us that's where we started. All right, pitch up a little bit. All right, when you slow down, you have to pitch up just a little bit to compensate for it. Then make sure it's trimmed for that.
Okay.
Right. Maybe just a little bit nose up. Right about there, so just hold it. All right, that's pretty good. All right, so here we go.
Now
we're going to the right now this time.
We're going to go right?
Okay,
here we go. I'm going to initiate the turn.
Okay.
A little bit of power.
Okay, and pull back.
Back.
Yep. Okay. Back a little bit more. That's enough bank right there. All right, just hold this, freeze this picture right here. More. Yep. There you go. Just a little less. There you go. All right. So we're losing a little altitude here, so you have to shallow up the bank a little bit and then pull back. Okay. All right, and a little less power. It's a little less power, and then roll out. Forward and reduce power. Right ones for me are always harder than the left ones. I don't know why. Most people are that way. I think the left ones are a little easier.
I agree. It's harder for me to gauge where everything is when I'm doing the right turn.
Not available.
And we're right at 4,000, so we'll start here. We'll do one to the left.
Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead.
So
now the trick is to stay on top of, if you start losing altitude, it's hard to play catch up. So you want to try to get enough back pressure in so that you arrest that right away.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right, looking out the front end plane now. Right there is your bank. Now start to pull back a little bit. Pull back, pull back, pull back. Right, pull back. A little bit more bank. All right, now just hold this. Constant. That's what you want to feel right there.
Yeah, definitely left turn is much easier.
Okay, looking for your rollout point. and then you time it so that you start to roll up even before you get there.
Okay.
All right? You'll roll out, pitch forward, and reduce power. All right? I will try one more to the right.
Lost a little bit there, not as bad as the right turn. So let me go up a little bit to 4,000.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I should have leveled first,
Yeah.
and then...
Yeah, just take your time to set up. About 2200. Line up with whatever you're lining up with.
Okay, so right about there. Okay. I'm gonna start my turn.
Okay.
Pull up.
A little bit, yeah. And as you get more into the turn, you have to pull back more. Okay. I keep pulling. Right about there. Okay, good. Hold that. You can shallow out the bank a little bit. That'll also help you recover altitude. All right, and then go right back into the turn. So you can modify. You're allowed to adjust the bank a little bit to accommodate the altitude.
I'm gonna roll out here.
All right.
Right turn is hard. Not so bad. We didn't lose.
Don't be dismayed over the fact that you're not getting your wake, because the wind's up here at 14 knots. So by the time when you have a strong winds aloft, it destroys the wake anyway. So you're not feeling it. All right, let's turn back to Palo Alto, and we'll go back.
Okay.
That's all we need to do for today.
Okay.